Once upon a time, there was a young basketball player who had dreams of becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
My name is Kobe Bryant, 17 years old, with the hunger, the motivation, and the desire to be the best possible basketball player that I could be.
He worked day and night, every day, for years and years and years and years and years. As time went on, 20 years had passed. And he felt that he had accomplished all that he set out to accomplish. But what he come to realize is that the goal that he set out initially of becoming the greatest of all time was a very fickle one. And when he realized that the most important thing in life is how your career moves and touches those around you and how it carries forward to the next generation. But he realized that's what makes true greatness. The story would be about transformation of a kid looking inwardly to then growing up and understanding the importance and the power of looking outward.
It's a great feeling to know that you set a goal for yourself. You were able to reach that goal and to knock it down.
If I had the power to turn back time, I would never use it. I don't think about it. Because then every moment that you go through means absolutely nothing, because you can always go back and do it again. So it loses its flavor, it loses its beauty. And things are final, moments won't ever come again. To be able to have the power to go back and re-experience those things it's silly to me.
If you take that jersey off for the final time, how do you think you're going to feel?
Very at peace with it, and I'm very thankful for the 20 years that I've had. And ready to go.
Let's go, let's go. Good morning, family. Rise and shine. Another beautiful, blessed, and grateful day. Ready to go ahead and take advantage of everything that is to come, all that is coming to and through us, the abundance. Let's drop a little bit of gratitude down for the day. What is everybody grateful for coming in for the day? Grateful to be alive, grateful for God, grateful for everything that is happening to us. Grateful for the lessons, grateful for the dream team, and grateful to be inside of the fourth quarter. It is officially that time to go ahead and take massive action coming in to the end of 2022 and get ready for what is to come into 2023. So family, I'm fired up. I'm ready to go ahead and dive into the day. We've got a 90-day sprint coming left to end the year. So let's go ahead and end this thing off with a bang. Drop your gratitude down below, and we are going to dive into today's topic. We're talking about the fourth quarter mentality, right? I want to give you a couple of different frames of mind to go ahead and really put things into perspective, right? And also what days everybody on as far as your days of consistency. We are flying through this. As you guys can see, we have not skipped a beat. We are on day 74. So super proud of you guys. I've been taking the time to really take yourself and your business and your life seriously. So drop your day down below, but let's go ahead and get into it. So I've had a lot of individuals asking me lately, well, D, how can I go ahead and manage the business, right? How can I manage being able to trade? How can I manage being able to build it at the same time? Well, today I want to go ahead and I want to give you 5 keys to really go ahead and start getting yourself organized so you can really start moving this needle forward over the 90 days. So you ready? 5 keys to really go ahead and think about for today. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right. First things first. Okay. First key. All right. Never hurry. Okay. The one who hurries loses. Right. So I want you guys to think about whatever it is that you guys are really going to dive in and get the details on this next 90 days. Never hurry. The one who hurries loses. So now when I say hurry, I mean it inside of this aspect. Okay. Don't get on a call just to get on, just to take notes, just to go and post it and say you did it. Don't, in the morning routine, don't just go ahead and go in your journal to write your affirmations and to write your goals, just to post it to say that you did it. Okay, I've been the person to do this, and I'm telling you right now, there's a big difference when you do it just to go ahead and put it out versus when you actually do it for yourself, to really take the time to think, to be intentional, to get everything organized, and really go out and run the play. So the first thing is never hurry. The one who hurries ends up losing. Okay, at the same time, I always tell you guys, if we think of the micro and we have the macro, right? To be very aggressive inside of the micro in the day-to-day, but to also be patient for the macro, for the long-term vision, right? So let's go ahead and keep going. Number 2, the second key to success when it comes to really identifying, how do we go ahead and build the two? How do we build a business? How do we trade? How do we build our e-commerce stores? The second thing to think about is do not make decisions when you are tired, right? Tired eyes rarely see a good future. Brandon Boyd was talking about this earlier. Tired eyes rarely see a good future. Choose a session that works best for you, right? So you guys have really got to think about it. People say all the time, well, D, I work a full-time job. I'm too busy. I can't hop on any sessions. Well, that's funny. Because when I break down your routine and I look at what are you doing in the morning, what do you do when you get out of work, and what are you doing before you go to sleep, there's always a gap. Everybody has a gap, and most of us, we're not using that time productively. People ask me, for the past 5 years, D, what is one of the biggest keys that you think has allowed you to go ahead and continue to grow over the years? It's time. Everybody has the same 24 hours. People might say they're working 16 hours a day, but what is left with those extra 4 once we're done sleeping, right? So big things to think about. Choose your session. So for myself, I had to really think about what session fits me. Over the first 2 or 3 years, I was staying up till midnight, catching that session, and then 2 o'clock in the morning. So I was up from literally 12 midnight to about 3 trading for years straight. And I would get up late and I would wonder, why am I not able to get my morning routine? I had to figure out the time that best fits me. So guess how my trading works nowadays? I only trade for an hour a day. An hour. From 8:45 to about 10 o'clock, that's it. I take my trades, I'm out. And honestly, from really 9:30 to 10, that's where the magic happens for indices. So 9:30 to 10, a half an hour, I'm done trading for the day. I have the whole rest of the day to go ahead and build my business, brand myself, work on myself, reach out to the organization, make new connections, and expand the network, okay? So when you really identify the times, you're going to start to see that we have a lot more time left over than most of us actually think. It just comes down to figuring out your schedule, right? Are you a morning bird or are you a night owl? Okay, number 3, go for long-term results. Okay, go for long-term results instead of immediate returns. Make decisions that last for years, not for weeks. All right, now this is a big one. I'm gonna say that one more time. Go for long-term instead of immediate returns. Make decisions that will last for years and not last for weeks. So here's the truth, right? Over the past couple months, over the past couple years, I've seen so many different walks of life have what I like to call shiny ball syndrome, right? They see something else that looks fancy, something else that looks like it's having a lot of traction, a lot of hype, and that thing ends up dying 3 months to 6 months to a year later. So over the past 5 years, I cannot tell you how many people I've seen hop, 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 and wonder why they never see any serious success. You know what the biggest reason was? Look at the acronym FOCUS, right? What does FOCUS stand for? Somebody go ahead and drop it down in the chat. Following one course until successful, right? So a lot of us, we're spreading ourselves too thin and we're not able to really build deep into any of those streams. So that's why I planted my flag in 2017. And I said, this is going to be the vehicle. These are going to be the products. These are going to be the skill sets that I'm going to use. I'm going to go ahead and be able to duplicate impact to show others that this can be a way to fund your passion, to fund your dreams, to fund whatever it is that you truly want to do. Because here's what I've seen. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what you envision for yourself, because here's what I knew coming in 2017. Everybody's passion, everybody's vision, it's probably different. But here's what I know. We probably all have one thing in common, that's time freedom. Being able to live a life by design. And this is that vehicle, if you take it seriously, that I know for a fact can absolutely get you to that point. If you're willing to hold the vision and trust the process. I've been doing this for 5+ years. Seen chairmen smack in front of my face. I've seen 6-7-figure educators come up a lot faster than me. But here's what I always understood. If somebody else got their mail, if the neighbor got their mail, your mail is coming soon. If you stay around the fire long enough, your food's going to get hot, right? So, for myself, it was just a matter of not if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when. And the same thing goes for every single one of you on this call. There's only 2 ways that this works. If you stay the course, if you stay consistent, if you stay committed, you're going to succeed. You're going to see success. But you see, if you quit, here's what I can guarantee you. Failure is inevitable, right? So quitters never win and winners never quit. So last one, as far as the keys to success, become a long-term thinker with your trading account, okay? Become a long-term thinker with your trading account. You see, inside of this fourth quarter, I want you to really put things into perspective. If you were to seriously go all in for the next 90 days to really specify what product am I going to master, what tools am I going to really dive in and learn inside and out, 90 days can seriously make such a long-lasting impact that most don't even fathom what it could really do for them. How do I know? This is what I did. When I came in, I took 90 days, seriously, all out. Knew nothing about trading, had never traded, had never invested. And I said, this is what I'm going to do for the next 3 months. And I can tell you after the first 2 months, I didn't make more than $100. I'd make $20 here, $30 there. And everybody was making fun of me. D, why are you wasting your time to make $20, $30 for? Well, here's what they didn't understand. The same trade that makes 20 or 30, eventually with time can be 200 or 3,000. Right? Can be 30,000. So the only difference between me and my mentors, between you and your mentors, is just time. I've seen Darwin have $30,000, $40,000 days. So it made me realize that this is also possible for myself. So I want you guys to truly believe that 90 days can really set you up for where it is that you want to go coming into 2023. So let's keep it going. Okay. Zig Ziglar talks about there's the difference between most people. Lack of direction, not a lack of time, is the problem, right? We all have the 24 hours. So what is the biggest separator? So let's go ahead and get a little bit into time, right? Being more efficient. This is so huge when it comes down to the fourth quarter, building the business, trading, e-commerce, and travel, whatever it is that you're specializing in. This is going to be big. You ready? So here we go. It's not time. It's what it is that we do with our time. Most of us, we have a full-time job coming in. So how are we going to spend those extra hours before work and after work to go ahead and maximize this thing, right? Over Culture Night, we were talking about, time blocking, being able to really identify what we're doing throughout the times of the day. This is huge, okay? Next part I want to talk about when it comes to being more efficient. Make sharing I am part of who you are, not something that you have to go ahead and set aside time to go out to something that you have to go out and do. Okay, this is big. Here's what I started to do once I began realizing how simple this actually is. Just documenting my journey. Simply documenting my journey. Your morning routine, you being able to get up early, you being able to go ahead and hit the gym, you getting on these morning training sessions, you being able to call your mentor, all of these different things. Here's what I started to see. Most people, they don't have goals, they don't have visions, and they're not growing every day. So when you're actually moving, you're going to start inspiring other people to probably do something the same. Just like the saying says, right? When you become the best version of yourself, you start inspiring others to do something similar. Well, that is so true. And that's all I really did was start incorporating what I was doing, and I just put it out. Don't worry about having to think, oh, I have to go create content today. If you're really building your business, if you're really getting serious about trading, all you have to do is document it and watch how magnetic you become to individuals that are looking for growth, that are looking for someone to follow, that are looking for somebody just like you that took the time to go ahead and commit to themselves. Okay. So last part, as far as being efficient, post every day on your social media, even multiple times to go ahead and pique interest. And I tell this to anybody. I don't care if you're a customer. I don't care if you're building a business. No matter what side that you're on, here's what you're gonna see eventually. Okay, you might have somebody that you put out trading, you put out a chart, you put out your notes, and they see that, and you pique their interest and they go ahead and get involved, I can't tell you how many times that I've seen somebody come in and they actually pick up trading faster than me, faster than other people that I brought into the business, because at the end of the day, most of the time, you don't know what somebody's going to do inside of this business. Most of the people I thought would absolutely crush it came in, they didn't do a whole lot. You know what's funny? Some of the individuals that I didn't think would do much, they came in and they absolutely exploded, right? They took the skill set of trading to a whole new level. I've seen people that come in with e-commerce that already have their store up and running in a matter of a month. So you never know what somebody else could do, but here's what you're doing when you don't post, when you're just thinking about yourself. If you only think about yourself, you will only make enough for yourself. But when you can start to think of abundance, when you can start to think of impact and being a service to others, I promise you, the world in one way or another is going to figure out a way to go ahead and give back to you in multiple ways in your life. So family, that's my training for you guys coming into the fourth quarter. And let me tell you, in the past 5 years, since 2016, 2017, I've never been more excited than right now. I don't know if you guys have seen what's been going on internationally. These events have tens of thousands of individuals showing up in not just different states, but different countries. So it's safe to say this movement is absolutely on fire. We are with the right people at the right place at the right time here in a perfect position. So family, it is your favorite entrepreneur, Define Dreams. If you got any value from today, go ahead and smash that like button, drop some sevens down below. But who is ready to really go all in for the rest of 2022? Drop some sevens down below. Let me see it, because I'm telling you, I'm ready to go ahead and meet you halfway. And whatever goals, whatever vision that you have written for yourself, right? October, this is a perfect time to do your evaluation, to see what you've done well, what we didn't do so well, but most importantly, what skill, talent, or resource are we going to add and focus on coming in this next 90 days to make this a year to remember. So family, I love you guys. If nobody has told you yet, I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. Shane and Talina are back in action with power. I'm thankful for you guys. Go out and have an abundant day. Remember, you can be, do, or have anything that you can hold in your mind. You can hold it right here in your hand. I will see you family tomorrow on another episode with Rise and Shine with Define. Let's go. It's game time. Let's get to work.